Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Good day, Edward Plant. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful day?
Very, very good. Thank you very much. I've just spent the morning talking to 50 school students about running a business, which is very exciting.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, my friend, it's night in Trinidad. So even though I said good day, it is night here. What part of the world are you in?
I'm on the sunny Gold Coast, Australia. It is a beautiful 30-degree day,
All right.
and the ocean is beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, tell me, Edward, then, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Before I do that, can I just ask you one question? You've been doing a couple of these podcasts and interviews.
Sure.
What's been the standout one or the best one you've done so far, and why?
Ooh, that's a big question.
It is.
All right. So I will tell you, Edward, what happened. I think it was episode, let me tell you, 2, 3, 4. I think, all right, so it was 2, 3, 4, I believe. But you could check Nicholas Snap on 12minuteconvos.com and Michelle.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Michelle's last name is. But what happened in that conversation is I actually got Nicholas. We had to reschedule a bit, and then I finally spoke with him. I asked him what was his earliest childhood memory. Nicholas said he was running around the pool, and I said, okay, running around the pool. Okay, interesting. I said, He said, you know what though? They had me running around this pool, and one time I almost drowned in that pool. I said, okay. He said, yeah, I was under there for like 7 to 8 minutes. Again, I'm paraphrasing. When you listen to the conversation,
sure.
You'll get it, right? He said, I was under there for about 7 to 8 minutes. Almost drowned. They were afraid that I may have been, there may have been brain damage. But he's good. Nicholas Snap he has a Facebook group. He does, he's an engineer. He's an amazing project manager guy. So I said, okay, let me go take a nap, Edward, because it was 9:30, I think, in the PM. So I said, I'll go take a nap and come back for my 10:30. I fell asleep too strong, too strong, and I missed my 10:30. My wife then awoke me. She waked me up, and then she said, hey, Angel, don't you have a podcast? So I flew out of the bed for 11:15 conversation. Flew out, got to the mic, right? And I'm there having this conversation with Michelle. So we're speaking, and it's going good. And I asked her, I said, Michelle, what is your earliest childhood memory? She said, well, one time I fell into a pool. And I drowned, They said I was there for 7 to 8 minutes. And I saw angels. It was funny because I felt as though I could breathe under the water, but they saw angels. I saw something like angels take me out. That, my friend, was the 2 episodes that stuck out the most thus far.
Wow. Very cool.
So tell me, which of your talents, Edward, is responsible for us meeting?
A long way to answer the question. So my talent, I think, is... One of my genius that I'm really good at is strategic planning. And so I spent 17 years in the Australian Army doing that and leading teams. And I bring the talent together in 2 words I call strategic leadership. And so I'm part of a group and I'm in that group because of that talent. And somebody in that group said, hey, check out Angle, and it could be cool and good fun. So I reached out and did that.
Well, that is one of the amazing things that is occurring as well, Edward. It's a play on your name, right? You throw seeds, you plant seeds, and it's amazing how they grow and what they grow to. But it's very... From little things, big things grow. But as you said correctly, again, with your words, it's important to be strategic, right?
Yeah, totally.
So who did you learn this skill from?
So as I said, 17 years in the Australian Army, so taught to or trained to lead soldiers around the world and trained to plan their operations from 8-man teams all the way up to, I think we did planning at the strategic level for 4,500, 5,000 people and more. So a lot of planning skills through that. And then I had to train officers to do that themselves.
Wow.
So not only did I have to do it, I then had to train officers up to the rank of major to do this planning and stuff. So a lot of it's from that. And I now do it with business owners. So it's taking those skills from the Army and superimplanting them onto a business to improve their operational capability and delivery.
Amazing. Why will you continue to repeat this skill, Edward?
Why? I love doing it, and I love the rewards that our community get from it. So a number of things. One, every year we support a community charity, and we've just done that and raised $22,000 for them. And we supported kids that don't have a home, so homeless youths, and the life-changing things that will happen as a result of that money is amazing. And then on people I work with on that business level, conversations where the wife is in tears because she's able to have more time with her kids because of what's happened to their business as a result of their strategic leadership improving and growing. And it's just transformational in people's lives, and I love being able to support, influence, and make life easier for people.
Love it. I love that. Share with me one thing that you've done consistently over the past 3 years, please.
So there's probably a few in this answer, but one of them is doing something I love and actively working every day to be able to do more of that thing. So get rid of the other stuff. So that's one part of it. The other part is dreaming and thinking of where to next and having the vision to drive forward. And then the third is just consistent action in congruence with my values and my vision.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, really excited. And we've just, I think I get a bit humbled at times. We've just released a first book. My wife and I wrote a book in the last 3 months, and it's gone number one bestseller on Amazon in 5 countries. And it just blows my mind that people are reading it and learning from it and being able to get nuggets to change their business and their life from all around the world. So it's pretty cool.
Why would you suggest someone do what you've done by, going through the strategic learning that you've done, and then actually helping others with their struggle?
I would just recommend people just do what they love doing more of. And I think if everybody in the world did more of what they love doing, the world will be a better place. We see it in our communities. We've got a networking group with 80, 90 members, and when they do things that are fun and they enjoy more, their communities enjoy and have more fun, their families have more fun, and the level of what they're doing improves because they're excited about it. They do it better. And so it's whatever that thing is for you, just throw your world into doing it bigger and better and enjoy that.
I love it. I keep playing on your name, man, the plant aspect of your name. You just keep, it's like fertilizer to the plant that you're doing, right? It just brings that growth, which then brings so much more fruit to other people, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Edward, let's switch gears for a bit. Let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Edward, what is your earliest childhood memory?
So the earliest one that springs to mind, and I don't know if it's a physical memory or whether it's because I've heard stories and seen photos of it, but the image, and it's this one photo that I remember. It must have been when I was 18 months oldish, maybe 2. I was walking, and my family had just moved to Iran, and we were living in Tehran, and it was just before the Iran war in 1978. And I was completely naked except for this pair of bright red, shiny gum boots, and I was walking around a pool, and it's It's quite funny given our pool conversations at the start. But that is probably my earliest memory. Whether it's been put in or whether I actually physically remember, I still don't know.
Amazing. So why do you think this memory is so clear? This memory in particular?
I don't know. I'm going to go and ask my mum whether I did have a fall in and nearly drown as a result of our conversation. But I think it's just so completely different to the world that I live in now. Like Iran was in war. Like mum and dad had to leave the country because there were bombs going off, and it was a completely different world for mum walking down the street. Flying on a plane alone in the 1978 was huge. Never mind living in that type of environment. And just the tranquil image I have of me in red gumboots nude is just so completely different to the surrounding world that I was in that photo. And it probably just stands out because of that.
Right.
And maybe
it is amazing. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
I'd love you to.
Ooh, walking in confidence. Bold, passion, confidence. That's what I see. Walking with confidence. I'm sure you have a strut, even today, that you're walking in confidence.
Very nice.
I love it. I love the brand image of what it represents because... in life, sometimes we need people who are setting the path, and that is definitely what you're doing. Water is pretty interesting too, from a brand perspective. The blue in the water, the communication that goes with water. I remember I read a book long ago with this guy who was taking pictures. Like he would put words in something, I think. So he put like love or greatness, and he would take pictures of the water when he froze it, and it was amazing to see how it would look. And he was just talking about water and how it touches each part of the world. So it's just pretty intriguing, right? Just to add a bit.
Yeah, totally.
But just walking in confidence, that walking in your passion and how important it is.
And still today I love seeing water. And we live overlooking water, and it's just so calming for me.
Yes.
And when you said the red boots, I think of the Superman boots. It's like putting on your Superman boots and
exactly.
Having those superpowers.
Exactly. I love it, and it takes that, Of course, you're doing it strategically, but the confidence is what really carries you. So if we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
So by 12, we'd moved to Australia, and the vision that comes to mind is I think CD players had just come out around then, and my old man was really excited about having a CD player, and he went and bought 2 CDs, and one of them was a Linda Ronstadt CD with her on roller skates, and I forget the name of the song, but the other one was Darryl Braithwaite, Running Horses.
Well, I mean, moving via feet is definitely your thing, right?
You want to keep moving forward.
It seems so, right?
And if you fall, pick you up.
All right, my friend, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. Edward, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to? Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many?
2 little boys, one 4 and one 18 months.
Wow. Do you believe in God?
I believe in the greater power of the universe out there, and to an element of that is God, yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
Or about 3 hours a week?
Probably. I love a movie, so if I get a movie in, yes.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours a day?
A lot of my communication is on computer screen, so I'd probably do maybe 8 hours a day.
All right. Edward, this was a great pleasure, my friend. Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, I'm good. Thanks for the time. It's been fun.
I love it. Edward Plant, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
My pleasure. Pleasure, Angel. See you later.
Amazing audience. Before you leave, there's one person I'd like to introduce you to, Amanda Jones. She is my wife, and her passion is to educate, encourage, and empower.
Hi, I'm Amanda Jones, and I'm a registered nurse. Do you or someone you know have diabetes? According to the International Diabetes Federation, in 2015 worldwide, 415 million people were living with diabetes. Just as that figure is overwhelming, so too can the effects of diabetes be. So, to help simplify diabetes for both adult and child, I've used rhymes in my books, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children and Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes. At its simplest, rhymes help us to remember. If you, a child or friend, want an easy, reader-friendly way to know about diabetes, then get a copy of these books. For more details, you can go to poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.